Well, hello again, and welcome to episode 14. I was listening the other day to watching a video on YouTube by a fellow named Michael Murdad, Mirdad. He is a minister out in Sedona, Arizona, interesting fellow, and he was talking about the subject of mirroring, which has to do with how the world that we see out there, outside of us, is a reflection or a mirror of the thoughts that we project outwards. And in the course of that talk, he made reference to the fact that we can see other people as either our soulmates or our cellmates. He didn't elaborate too much on that part, but I think what he was saying is that I can see you as a fellow child of God, in which case you are my soulmate, or as I can see you as somebody who is separate and apart from me, who represents a potential threat if you do something or say something that's contrary to my interests. And when I see you that way, and when I look out at the world of other people that way, it's like being in prison. And it's like we're all in this prison, and we're seeing the other person as a cellmate rather than a soulmate. Another person I like to listen to who does a podcast is a woman named Jennifer Hadley. She's up in Vermont, and she gave an example the other day that's kind of along the same lines. Her example was, suppose you are cooking for Thanksgiving for a whole lot of people, and your sister is sitting there in the kitchen, and you say, hey, there's one thing I'm missing, and I know you said you were going to the store to pick up some things. While you're there, do you think you could get some turkey broth? So she says, of course. And she goes to the store, and 45 minutes later she comes home, and you say, did you get the turkey broth? And she says, oh, I forgot, I'm sorry. And you could say, well, that's just great, and I should have known. There was just one thing I asked you to do for me, and you couldn't even do that one thing, and it just means that you don't really care about me, you don't love me, and my feelings are not important to you. And you have then made that person and yourself cellmates. But what if instead you realize that maybe your sister didn't pick up the turkey broth because there's something else on her mind that she's really worried about? Maybe she's waiting for the result of a medical test or something. You don't know. You don't know what was on her mind. You don't know that she was either intentionally or negligently just disregarding your feelings. So what if you said, don't worry about it, that's okay, I forget stuff all the time. Do you think you might be able to run back and pick up that turkey broth? That would be a big help. And if not, no worries, we'll figure something else out. Which one of those two is going to make you feel better? And in general, we often act as though other people are either out to get us intentionally or just don't give a damn how we feel. And, a lot of the time that's just not true. But we're projecting out into the world a way of seeing it and a way of seeing other people. And that makes us feel like we are in prison. So when people talk about hell on earth, and hell on earth being other people, it's usually not the other people. Very often it is our own projection of a hellish or prison-like world. And that will not bring you happiness and inner peace. So if you want to experience heaven on earth, extend love and forgiveness and tolerance and compassion, and try to see other people in the most positive light possible whenever you can. Mirroring. The world is a reflection of what you project out into it. See you next time.